Welcome to Dorchester Heights, the last leg of the Knox Trail 250 celebrations, and hopefully you're watching this on the 250 anniversary exactly, March 17th, 2026. And as you can see, they're already setting themselves up over there. So let's go and see what's happening right now.
So Mazines are a fieldwork fortification that was used in the 18th century. They go all the way back even to ancient times, so it's not any new technology that's being developed in the 18th century in the siege of Boston. But these Mazines, they are made of saplings, and they are placed in holders, which would be called chandeliers. And all of those were brought up here to Dorchester Heights on the night of March 4th, 1776. And they're modular, they're lightweight, they're portable, which is why the Americans were able to build those fortifications in one night, set up the cannons, and then obviously have them face towards Boston in the anticipation of a possible British counterattack.
We can talk a little bit about what's behind me.
Oh, okay.
So,
what is behind you?
obviously, this is very different than what we would have seen in 1776.
Yes.
Where the red brick church is, all the way to where the far bridge is in the back, that would have all been water. Mainland Boston would have expanded from about over this direction all the way over to this direction over here. So the harbor would have basically completely encompassed us. And if you can imagine being back in 1776, where the water was, this would have absolutely been full of British ships of the line.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Hundreds of British ships of the line. So you can imagine a very tense situation going on, but we had Dorchester Heights fortified and we completely surrounded Boston with militia companies. So there was no way that the British were getting back out of Boston. So the firing arc would have pretty much expanded the whole way. You would have basically had cannon emplacements kind of all around in kind of like a semi-moon configuration here on the Heights.
What do you guys think the most popular tune is that the Americans would have played, or the provincials?
Probably Taps.
No, Taps didn't come later, but that's not really a popular tune though. If you were to think of the American Revolution, what would be the most common tune that you would hear?
Yankee Doodle.
Bingo.
So you're the musician man too? You know,
Yes, I am.
Because I saw you playing for the kids, and they're all like, "Oh."
No, I do a little bit of everything. So I've been I started out in the hobby playing a fifer because that's the best gateway drug to get into the hobby, especially when you're 11 or 12 years old getting into it. And then from there, everybody loves having music in the line, so then you get invited to be part of the militia groups. And I actually started out in Sudbury. And my family settled the town of Sudbury in the 1640s, and they stayed in basically what was known as East Sudbury, which is Wayland. But everybody eventually marries everybody else, so we're kind of all related. So, but I do have two ancestors on the Haynes side that actually was a fifer and a drummer. So that kind of validates what I'm doing.
Now, this looks like a group huddle in football, but apparently after the first firing of the cannon, the candle ignition starter they were using was snuffed out by the wind, and they couldn't relight it. So the entire artillery crew had to huddle together to try to block the wind in hopes that it could be relit. But that still didn't work, so a few of them took shelter behind the Dorchester Heights monument, and finally they were able to start the candle again.
We have ignition! We can share it. We have ignition.
Now, this was just a quick highlight reel from the event. The full interviews I did with Charlie, Samuel, and Stephen will be coming to the channel in the next few weeks. Be sure to keep an eye out for that and much more. So subscribe if you haven't yet and click that bell so you won't miss a video. If you like the video, then please click the like button, and I'll see you soon.